The Kansas City Chiefs are one game shy of going to another Super Bowl after winning the Super Bowl last year. And here's in this video, I'm gonna be explaining why I think the Kansas City Chiefs could honestly win it all. Now, I've been told I'm biased. I've been told I'm just saying this because I'm a Chiefs fan. But I clearly was right about what I said. We was gonna checkmate the Buffalo Bills, and we was gonna move on to the AFC Championship. Now, this is Mahomes' sixth AFC Championship in a row as a starter. I mean, it's not the Arrowhead Invitational, but we're going to M&T Bank to face the Ravens in the AFC Championship. So we're going to stand on business. We're going to do what we have to do, hopefully. And I do believe that with this defense, and, we struggled against Josh Allen and James Cook in the run game, but we still adjusted and did what we had to do. I know Spags is cooking up a beautiful game plan for Lamar Jackson. And I'm going to watch him film on his Ravens team. I'm going to watch him film on his Chiefs team. And then we're going to see how we can attack the Ravens defense. I mean, you just got to watch games like Jake Browning versus the Ravens. Watch how the Colts beat the Ravens. Watch how the Rams beat the Ravens. They're a beatable team. They're a very beatable team. And the Chiefs, they have to be ready to exploit that. And Andy Reid, I hope he's, having his A game and he's ready to exploit that. And then you got Rashee Rice, right, who's been extremely dominant. I mean, I made videos on how good he is. I made videos on what he could do. How impressive he is in open space, how explosive he is, and this dude has really been emerging as the wide receiver one for the Kansas City Chiefs. And he's been a big reason why we've been winning these games. And all I said was, we just needed another wide receiver to step up other than Rice, and Marquez Valdes did that last week. And hopefully we can repeat the success that we had against the Bills, against the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, there's ways to exploit their game. They can't stop the run. Don't let that Texans game fool you. They're bad with running backs catching out the backfield. We're gonna move the ball on Baltimore, man. It's not gonna be the blowout that everybody thinks. That's just what everybody's hoping for, but can't get everything you hope for in life, man. But Rashee is that guy. He's been making plays on the offense. He's been doing what he had to do, and we can't just talk about Rashee Rice and not mention the other person on this thumbnail. That's in Isaiah Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco has been very, very good. And every time he gets a good amount of carries, it just leads to a win. And he's explosive. He's dominant. He runs hard, and he gets them extra yards that the Chiefs need because he's fast and he's hard to bring down. But let's take a look at Andy Reid and what he's gonna have to do in order for us to keep winning these games. We're going to need Andy Reid to stick to the run. We're going to need him to stop calling trick plays in the red zone. We're going to need him to score, get us to score, get us in the red zone, keep scheming those plays that can get us up the field and make Mahomes, give Mahomes a chance to find somebody for the touchdown. No breakdowns, no second half meltdowns. Just play the game cool, rely on the defense, play the game slow and do it how you got to do it so we can keep winning these games, man. And I do feel like we could beat any other three of these teams left. I think we could definitely beat the Ravens. We could beat the 49ers. We could beat the Lions. So, we could definitely beat the Niners and the Lions. So I think we just get past the Baltimore Ravens and then we're gonna win the Super Bowl. But it's one game at a time. I mean, on the 28th, man, it's gonna be a crazy game. 3 p.m. It's gonna be a lot on the line. Mahomes' legacy. He's trying to solidify his legacy right now and get him this third ring. So hopefully he could do it. Hopefully Lamar and the Ravens don't take us down. I have very high confidence in that game and us being able to do what we have to do. I think this defense and this offense stepping up like how it's done in this playoffs. We've been a very good offense, and this defense is rolling. I do believe we could win it all, and whatever happened in the regular season, that's the past now. This is obviously a new Chiefs team, and they're out for blood, and they're hungry. And another thing, man, when you have a guy like Patrick Mahomes, it's very, very hard, it's like very, very hard to lose, right? It's very, very hard to lose. It's very, very hard to not go all the way, because Patrick Mahomes is a god. He's a god. He's a very good player. He makes plays when you need it the most. He makes plays when it counts. He makes plays when it matters. He goes out there. He knows how to get a win. He knows how to lead his team to victory. And there was just no other quarterback in the NFL playoffs right now who's on the level of Patrick Mahomes. I mean, when it comes to winning in the postseason, knowing how to win, what exact plays to make in the right moments, None of these quarterbacks compare to him. I mean, Lamar doesn't. Josh Allen doesn't. Jared Goff doesn't. Brock Purdy doesn't. Tua doesn't. None of these dudes, Stroud, none of these dudes are Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is elite. He's a talent we've never seen before, and he's a certified winner. And he's going to do what it takes to win a football game. And we've seen that time and time as Chiefs fans. I mean, number one defenses. We've seen Mahomes go out there and shred them, making them look like the 32nd ranked defense. We've seen it all, man. As Chiefs fans, we've seen it all. We've seen Mahomes pull off some crazy comebacks. We've seen Mahomes beat some crazy teams. So the Baltimore Ravens shouldn't be where we're scared at. I mean, obviously, the Chiefs haven't been the best in the regular season this year, but you have to take a look at what we're doing right now. It's not about the regular season no more. That's where the Ravens is going to make a mistake at. They're going to make the same mistake the Dolphins made, the same mistake the Bills made, and that's not being prepared for the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs aren't living in the regular season. They're living in the moment, which is now, and they're playing like they have absolutely, like they're playing crazy. Like the Chiefs are playing at a level I've never seen before, honestly. Like they're playing like they're really, really hungry, and like they're playing in a revenge. Everything is revenge for the Chiefs right now. I mean, you could tell the way we trash talked Bills fans after the game. That's not something the Chiefs normally do. But this year, they're really, really angry. Andy Reid is pissed. Travis Kelce is very, very pissed. Mahomes is pissed. Like, everyone is pissed. And that's the best Chiefs team. When everyone is pissed on the Chiefs, that is the best Chiefs team out there. And I just feel like the Ravens don't know what's coming for them at M&T Bank Stadium. I mean, I hope they watch this video. I hope they leave their thoughts in the comments. But Baltimore got to chill, man. Y'all not ready for the Kansas City Chiefs and what we're about to bring. I know y'all keep saying Chiefs priority. Stop being so cocky. Well, I was cocky before we beat the Bills and we ended up beating them. So whatever I say, that has nothing to do with what happens in the game. So, but yeah, man, I'm about to bring up some stats for y'all boys. But yeah, man, the Chiefs, they're unreal. They're definitely playing to a level we haven't seen. I mean, when it comes to the defense, when it comes to everything, and just having the ammunition and the weapons to go out there and win a football game, man, that's really what it's about. And that's what the Chiefs have been doing pretty well. They've been having the ammunition. They've been having the weapons. They've been going out there. They've been making a football game. They've been winning a football game. They've been, shutting out teams in the second half, shutting them down completely. And all the offense has to do is just put up points, man. That's how we win these games. The defense, okay, they started off slow, but they're always gonna come up clutch. So Baltimore isn't the best offense we've ever seen, man. So just stop the run, force Lamar Jackson to be a passer, and you already know what's up with that, man. It'll definitely be an easy win for the Kansas City Chiefs. Not an easy win, but it definitely would be a pretty comfortable win if we could stop the run. So take a look at this. Patrick Mahomes versus number one scoring defenses, including playoffs. Win-loss 6-1. Chiefs points per game 31.0. Passing yards per game 322.4. Pass TD to enter rate 15-7. Passer rating 94.3. And Buccaneers entered week 4 with number one scoring defense, 9 points per game allowed. And we know Patrick Mahomes exposed them. So Patrick Mahomes is very, very good against number one defenses. And one of the key reasons could be is because a lot of number one defenses tend to blitz. And it works against the mediocre quarterbacks. But Patrick Mahomes is a mistake to blitz. You don't want to blitz Patrick Mahomes. You blitz him, he's going to make you pay. And the Baltimore Ravens, half of their defense is blitz, blitz, blitz. Patrick Mahomes is going to eat that shit alive. So if Baltimore doesn't switch up their defensive scheme, we're going to see another masterclass from Mahomes and Reid. But what I am worried about is his run defense being able to stop Lamar, Gus Edwards, well, I don't know, and J.K. Dobbins if he's not hurt. I don't know. But I think they could. I got them up to the task, at least if it's a stressful first half. I expect them to definitely adjust in the second. And there's just more crazy stats like Patrick Mahomes' AFC Championship stats, including rushing and passing. 2019, 306 yards, 3 TDs, 0 interceptions. 2020, 347 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. 2021, 330 yards, 3 TDs, 0 interceptions. 2022, 294 yards, 3 TDs, and 2 interceptions. I don't want to think about that game, man. But 2023, 334 yards, 2 TDs, 0 interceptions. Total, 1,611 with 15 TDs and only 2 interceptions. So that one game was against the Cincinnati Bengals where we absolutely stunk it up, and I don't want to think about that because coincidentally, That year, we beat the Buffalo Bills in the divisional, and then we faced the AFC North team at 3 p.m., and you know what happened. So we're up with a big lead at half. I'm definitely going to start having flashbacks. I'm definitely going to get nervous, and I'm not going to celebrate because it's going to feel like deja vu. But it goes to show you how good of a quarterback Patrick Mahomes is. And when you have him, you always have to think in the back of your head, like, yeah, the Chiefs is going to win it all. Because this dude, he doesn't want to lose. You know, he never wants to lose. And we're going to show some more stats to support what I'm saying about Pat. Patrick Mahomes is also the first quarterback in NFL history to go 3 consecutive playoff games without a turnover or a sack. And that just goes to show you how good of a player he is, man. That's literally just an insane stat. I mean, going 3 consecutive playoff games without a turnover or a sack, that is actually very good. It's better than a lot of people think. That's not something that is easy to do. I mean, not getting sacked, and you know he's getting pressured. He's evading pressure. He's not making turnovers. He's not throwing stupid balls. I mean, that goes to show you how good of a player he is and how focused and determined he is in the playoffs. And that also goes to show you how he just be so unserious sometimes in the regular season, if we're being honest. And Patrick Mahomes, his playoff career, he's first in everything. 81.3 win percentage, 312.8 total yards per game, 38-7 TD to enter rate, passer rating 106.7, completion percentage 66.8. That's among all QBs with more than 10 starts. And he ranks first in literally every metric and stat in the playoffs. And that headline is true. I mean, people are still underestimating Patrick Mahomes. Like, how do you do it? How do you still underestimate this man after he showed time by time that he is a force and he is the greatest, quarterback talent or the greatest talent that we've ever seen in football in general, and that he is a very, very good player. But yet people still doubt him and people still say, refs and all this stuff, and it's just honestly sad. I hope Mahomes can just prove them wrong again this year so we can see the tears coming down their eyes after Patrick Mahomes is hosting and holding up his 3rd Lombardi trophy. And if you look at the most career playoff wins, you got Brady with 35, Montana with 16, Peyton with 14, Bradshaw with 14, Elway with 14, Mahomes with 13, Favre with 13, Big Ben with 13. And if you realize, why does this matter? Is because Patrick Mahomes is 28 and the rest of these dudes are old and retired. And Mahomes already has 13, so he definitely is going to pass Montana and probably pass Brady too. He is going to pass Brady. Record trailing by 7. Chiefs 8-2 since 2018. Rest of the NFL 13-60, and that's in the playoffs. That goes to show you Patrick Mahomes is just different, since 2018. So that's all Mahomes. Record trailing by 7+ in the playoffs. Mahomes 8-2, Brady 10-11, Montana 4-6, Peyton 3-9. So Mahomes has the best win percentage. It's better. That's why I think he's better than Brady. I think he's better than Montana. I think he's better than Peyton. But right now we're just waiting for the accolades to just stack up so he could really have that argument. Patrick Mahomes 4 games versus the Ravens, 2018, 377 passing yards, 2 TDs. 2019, 374 passing yards, 3 TDs. 2020, 385 passing yards, 5 TDs. 2021, 343 passing yards and 3 TDs. And the Ravens always has had a good defense, so Patrick Mahomes just owns the Baltimore Ravens, basically. That's what I get out of this, and he loves playing the Ravens. And I expect it to continue this Sunday. Honestly, just can't wait for the game. I'm pumped. I'm hyped. I got a lot of energy. I'm ready for this game. I do think the Chiefs are going to go out there and handle business. Mahomes' last 5 postseason games, I don't even got to read it. Let's go look at them stats. It's insane, man. It's insane. It just goes to show you how great of a team the Kansas City Chiefs are and how they really just, stand on top of things. And they go out there, they do what they got to do. And this is beautiful to watch. And I have faith in Marie. I said Marie. What am I talking about? Sorry, guys. You know I have to be bugging. I got faith in Mahomes. I got faith in Andy Reid. And I got faith in Rice, Pacheco, all them dudes. I got faith in the defense. I got faith in Spags. Spags is going to get his 4th ring as a DC. And that's what the streets need, man. That's what we want to see. But let's get into one last part of this video. And we'll be ready to wrap this thing up. I'm going to keep doing these 20-minute videos every here and there. I did one last week. Try to get one 20-minute video out a week at least. And, the rest are just my 8 to 10-minute videos. Probably get some 15-minute videos for y'all, too. But, yeah, man. Gotta love this team. I love this team. I think we're very, very good. I think we're going to continue to be good. And we should have no problems against the Baltimore Ravens. No fumbles, no turnovers. I do believe it's going to be a clean game. I think we're going to come with a good game plan on how to beat them because it's not that hard. They're not the best team in the world. So in that game against the Buffalo Bills, it was 6 lead changes, a fake punt, a fumble out of the end zone for a touchback, no interceptions, no sacks, and also almost no punts. I mean, the Chiefs have had multiple chances that game, right, to put the game out of reach, but we obviously couldn't capitalize. But in the fourth quarter, we did come up with plays on both sides of the ball to close out the fourth quarter with a win. And we're going to have to be talking about some players. So, like, Isaiah Pacheco, right? We know the Kansas City Chiefs offense only works when we get the ball to Isaiah Pacheco. He turned 16 touches into 111 total yards. He got the go-ahead touchdown. He got the first down run that sealed the victory. He's been an absolute demon down the stretch in a good way, not a bad demon. And he's a huge part of the reason why the Bengals, the Dolphins, and the Bills are in Cancun right now. Now, Patrick Mahomes, obviously, there's not too many bad narratives that you could really, say against him. I mean, we could cross out he never won on the road in the playoffs. We could finally cross that out. Mahomes outplayed the Bills. He outplayed Josh Allen with 31 fewer offensive plays. He was very efficient, 74% on completions, 9.3 yards per attempt. He converted big plays down the field, 4 passes and 1 run over 20 yards. And if we continue to see this version of Mahomes and him playing like this, we should definitely feel good about the team's chances to repeat as NFL champions. Travis Kelce, he also did very good. He charged up 75 yards, 5 catches, 2 touchdowns, and it was a very good bounce back. He was consistently getting open. He found the end zone, and Mahomes and Kelce has passed Brady and tight end Rob Gronkowski. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. It's been very, very bad for him this season, but he made 2 very big catches that helped the Chiefs advance. I mean, one went for 32 yards, another one gained 30, and they was in tight coverage, man. And this is the performances that we need to see from Valdes-Scantling, man. We need to get him them downfield plays. And Chamari Connor on defense, very, very good. Mike Edwards left with a concussion. We needed somebody to step up. We down to 2 safeties. Brian Cook injured. Connor made his presence felt. 10 tackles, 1 that forced the punt. He forced the fumble, even though he should have just fell on it. But he had a very, very good game. He's going to keep going from there. Harrison Butker, unreal. Best cold weather kicker of all time, man. He's so clutch. And when the game comes down to him, you just know what he's going to do. Now, McCole Hardman, we're not going to talk about him. Very bad game. Chiefs run defense, nasty. The Bills totaled 182 yards on 39 carries. Hopefully, we find an answer for the Ravens next week because we definitely don't want to repeat that horrible run defense, man, because that's just not good. They literally exposed us, but all the pressure on the Ravens. We shifted it to them, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm sorry if you hear sirens in the background, man. New York is crazy. But Reed and Patrick Mahomes, I mean, they've been in 6 consecutive conference championship games. They just went into Orchard Park and beat the Bills, like I said. Mahomes' first road playoff win. Well, we knew this. I mean, Mahomes has a 78 win percentage in road starts. He loves playing on the road. He's the best quarterback away from Arrowhead Stadium. I mean, he's 3-2 in conference championship games, so he does have the experience needed to go to the Super Bowl. And this is his first conference championship on the road, so I'm really happy to see it. I mean, the Ravens, they're hot. They're at home. They have 11 wins against teams with a winning record. But I do think that Lamar, is a lot of pressure on him because this is his best chance at getting a Super Bowl, And Lamar Jackson, he's going to be scared. He's going to be pressured because this is his only chance at getting a Super Bowl. If he don't get it this year, we might as well put him right with Josh Allen, with quarterbacks that's never going to win a ring. So, and yeah, man, I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he's even been doing good when it comes to him being on the ground. Mahomes is 3-1 versus the Ravens. If it wasn't for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, would actually be 4-0 against the Ravens. But Clyde had the fumble and stuff, or, dropped it vividly. I remember it vividly, man. Him dropping the ball, fumbling, or whatever he did, man. But I'm just keep needing people to step up. We're going to need dudes to go out there, perform, and it's going to be very good to see. Hopefully we could keep, advancing, and then we can keep making some nice content. But Chiefs priority, and I'm out. Peace.